Hi, this is Emily Hansa Hicks calling the Resort Loop line from the beautiful Grand Floridian Villas in Walt Disney World. Thank you so much for the wonderful podcast, and that is pretty much it. This is Gabby Hicks saying hi. Say hi. Say hi. Never mind, she's shy. All right, have a great day.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
We are now stopping at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, a Victorian-style hotel offering the modern conveniences of a full-service spa and health club.
Hey, Bob, what I wouldn't kill to be at the DVC at the Grand Floridian right now.
Oh, how about that? Was that cute?
Gabrielle is adorable, Emily.
That was fantastic. And get used to them not listening to anything.
Yeah, they don't do anything on demand.
Yeah, she's not going to listen to you for the next 3 years. Then she'll listen to you for the next 10, and then as soon as she hits 13, forget about it.
Well, you're being a little generous, but yeah, you kind of got the curve going correctly. Anyway, everybody, thank you for joining us. This is episode 99 of ResortLoop.com.
99. I'm only contracted.
What have you contracted, Bob?
We need another contract. I'm a little nervous here. Can we do some shout-outs? The open is going to kind of go with a little bit with our show today.
Yes, this was a Bob Collar exclusive show topic.
Yeah, things pop into my head every now and then I push them out.
You push them out.
Yeah.
We pull them back in.
But before we get started, let's do a few shout-outs, shall we?
Yes.
I got one, a brand new listener, goes by Wonder Rides, at Wonder Rides on the Twitter, said, great podcast, keep making them. And we're gonna do that, yes?
We are. I think we're Y1K compatible, so I think we will get over the 100 loop and be able to keep going.
All right, you're going tech on me again. I don't. No.
For all those who are around in the year 2000.
Oh, man. Remember that? Oh, that was horrible.
Not the Jonas Brothers. That was something totally different.
Hanson? Anyway.
I'm going to bop over to our next shout out here. Jill Oberkoffler mentioned us in a nice little blog post she did about how she likes to spend their time while they're traveling to Disney.
Yes.
And apparently, they like to listen to Disney podcasts.
That's a great idea.
That's what I like to do.
And we were one of them.
We were one of them, again, of another good list.
Yes.
Jill, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And you can check her blog out over at Obertopia.com.
Great blog. There are so many great bloggers out there.
They're fantastic, and they look very professional and well done, well designed.
Yeah, very, very, very nice job. We really appreciate that. I've got one last one, and it comes from a very good friend of the show. Christy at Song of Frogs.
Christy, yes.
Yeah, good friend of the show.
Great friend.
She's wonderful. She wanted to send me a nice little picture.
Oh.
From the Polynesian. She was at the Tambu Lounge.
Oh.
And, yeah.
I've not seen it. Have I seen this? Fork it over.
Yeah, there's the picture.
Oh, yeah. Well, you never. That's the only part of Ohana you'll see. Is the sign up front.
I think she was having a good time at the lounge.
I have no doubt.
Thought, I'm just going to shoot Bob this nice picture of the sign at Ohana.
She's taunting you. How many of the Lapu Lapus do you think she had? How many pineapples were sitting right there on the table?
I don't know, but I appreciate that. That is so. I love getting the pictures.
I do
Ohana.
too. Isn't that awesome?
Because it does. That's the only way I'm going to ever see Ohana. So, Christy, thanks a lot. That was so fun when I opened that up. That was so cool. So, very good, very good. I
think you need to keep going and tell them what the show's about. This is your baby.
All right,
you're at 10 centimeters. Let's deliver it.
Okay, we tried to make 100. We got to 99. That was it.
Shut it down.
The 99 Luftballons was enough, but you had to cross the line. Okay, so speaking of children, small children, and Gabrielle, I I wanted to kind of talk about, Disney is the place where you take kids.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But can you take kids on every ride at Disney? So I was thinking, there are some rides. I remember when I had my kids down there at a very, very young age, there are a few rides that I don't know if you would necessarily want to take kids on.
Right.
And if you do take them on, you're going to be covering eyes.
Eyes, ears.
Sometimes, yeah.
Ushering them out the back door real quickly.
So we're talking about the kind of scary stuff that is on some of the rides, some of the inappropriate, maybe for little kids, not inappropriate in an adult way, but just some scary images maybe.
Yeah, if you're a little guy or a girl, some of the stuff can be a little terrifying.
Right.
And confusing.
So and some of the noises and all of that. So I thought we should put out a show on rides that you should be a little bit cautious of if you're taking a child maybe under the age of 5.
Yeah, just something to be aware of.
Right. Now, again, every family is different. Every kid is different.
Right.
So some of these may not apply to your kids, and some may. I know I was thinking about my kids when I put this list.
I was kind of doing the same thing.
So let's start with the big one, the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, yes.
All the kids love the Magic Kingdom.
How could you not love the Magic Kingdom? Magic is in the name.
Yes, it is. and strangely enough, that had the largest list.
It kind of did.
Numbers, yeah. So I kind of started over in Adventureland. I went in and hung a left, and one of the ones, and this used to be the case when it was the old Enchanted Tiki Room.
Yes.
Was really kind of scary when they had Zazu and the other bird. I can't remember the other dude, but from Aladdin and
yes,
Lion King. So when the quote unquote new management took over, it was kind of scary.
Oh yeah, that was on my list. That's on my list actually.
And the Tiki guys are a little bit scary.
They are.
Yeah, when the goddess they anger the gods. And they do their little song. It can be a little bit scary for some little kids.
Because you have thunder and lightning in there too. You're kind of really not expecting. And if you're a little guy in there, and you're thinking this is actually kind of real, they're making it lightning and thunder and rain.
Yeah, and the Tiki guys, their teeth, they got them sharp teeth, and they're singing, but it's that chant, that Tiki chant.
Yes.
I'm doing this with my hands. You can't see.
I can see it, and it's making total sense. For those of you at home, this makes total sense.
Take your hand and just kind of like squeeze it like you're squeezing a lemon real fast.
Okay, now you're getting a little creepy. Keep doing it.
Sorry.
Stop it.
So
put your hand down.
Just something to be aware of. The Tiki Room can be a little bit, for little ones, a little bit unnerving. Give us one of yours, Tim.
I had the Tiki Room. I also had what are you doing with the other hand? Oh, you're stretching it out. Okay, never mind. I thought he was giving me a little down low signal. Now, obviously, it's pretty obvious. The Haunted Mansion could be a little scary for some kids.
Yes.
Because some of the effects, we might think are cheesy. If you're a little person, not a little person, but a little kid in there.
Right.
So, you got to reassure them going in that, this is all pretend. But even then.
Right. Especially the graveyard scene.
Graveyards, the ghosts and.
Yeah. So, I agree. You got the guy coming out of the coffin in the one scene as you're going by. And
creepy sounds and that wallpaper.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want the happiest place on earth to be the one where the kid's screaming and crying.
No.
And, of course, Alien Encounter used to be the one ride you never took a little kid on. But
remember in the graveyard they had those ghosts that would pop up really fast and noisy from behind the...
Yes.
Scared me to death as a child.
Still do?
And then my dad would constantly poke me in the side as we were going through there, too. So that didn't help either. So...
Exactly.
Therapy has taken care of that, but just, something to be aware of.
Yeah. Haunted Mansion, definitely. And I even went with, and kids love Stitch. But, Stitch can be, not Stitch himself, but the ride can be a little bit scary because you are in total darkness.
Yes, very dark.
And it can be a little bit unnerving for some kids that are a little bit afraid of the dark, and they're hearing the noises, and it seems like stuff's going on around their head, and they can't see mom and dad.
Right.
To hold on to. So even though it's not as scary as Alien Encounter, I kind of threw Stitch's Great Escape in there as well.
No, absolutely.
It can be a little bit scary for kids. What else you got?
For the Magic Kingdom, I'm throwing this out there. Wishes.
Oh.
If you're near the back of the park, you're that close to the fireworks. If your kids aren't used to fireworks,
Yeah.
I mean, you always see parents all of a sudden grabbing some kids' ears, quiet it down because they're not expecting it to be that loud.
Right. It is very loud.
So that can actually, scare and frighten some children. You'll hear some crying constant. No, every once in a while you're crying while they're doing the wishes just from the concussion sounds of the fireworks. So.
Right. Yeah. Especially the kids in the strollers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
they're not used to those loud noises. I threw out as well. Again, I think it's kind of the opening scene, if you will, of the ride, and that's Pirates of the Caribbean with the skeletons and Dead Men Tell No Tales. It's a little bit foreboding as you're going through.
It's very
there.
dark.
Very dark, especially at the beginning. Now, once you get into the village and the pirates have taken
the music
over,
starts.
it's okay. But that first few minutes of the ride, it's a little bit scary.
You get that misty projection.
Yes.
I could see where they first. You might want to maybe distract them a little bit.
Exactly.
Until the drop.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. There you go. I got one more.
Okay.
For Magic Kingdom, and this one. Obviously, you're not going to take little kids on this because you got to be 44 inches tall. But Space Mountain, again, a dark ride, a very dark ride, and roller coaster. I remember we took my daughter when she was 6 on that, and she got banged around so much.
Oh yeah,
that she didn't like it. It not necessarily scared her, but it was jostling because they're little and they're sliding around in that
ride
car a little bit more than an adult does. So. Through Space Mountain in there. All right. Are we done with Magic Kingdom then?
I think so, because we still want people to go there.
Well, there's plenty to do there. Notice, Fantasyland, we didn't touch Fantasyland.
No, Fantasyland, you're pretty good.
Splash Mountain's fantastic. Big Thunder Mountain, you could even take the kids on.
I love Big Thunder.
It's a great ride. You got Buzz Lightyear. There's plenty of rides that you can still...
TTA?
It's fantastic. Oh, absolutely.
That's never been terrifying to me.
No. So those are just some at the Magic Kingdom to kind of be aware of. Let's jump over. Let's hop on the monorail.
Ooh, I love the monorail.
Get off at the TTC and hop on over to Epcot.
Love Epcot.
What do you have any at Epcot? I got 2.
You have 2?
At Epcot.
I'm going to say, now I've not done this in the past couple trips there, but I remember thinking that this new Journey into Imagination crap they got going on there, and I mean crap in the best possible way, was frightening.
Yeah.
It had some scary little moments in there.
Yeah. It's not as bad as it used to be.
No, that second incarnation was just...
But, yeah.
I was on edge.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh.
Yeah. It was. It was a little bit just jolting. It was jolting the way they threw stuff at
the
you.
effects and things without throwing any spoilers out there. But
yeah.
Ugh.
I'm going to throw out this one.
Ooh.
And again, this one only has moments of potential issues for small kids.
Okay.
And that's going to be Maelstrom.
All right, I can see
with
that.
The trolls.
Those trolls are ugly.
They're a little freaky, a little scary.
And one will follow you home.
No, that's Haunted Mansion. It's going home with you.
Oh, okay, never mind. Good.
I threw that in as just a maybe.
Yeah.
Just to be aware of. You might want to cover the little one's eyes because the trolls can be a little bit unnerving.
It is.
Or take them into the gift shop where there's that big giant troll first, so that they can see him and kind of get
throw them at it real quick.
Yeah, well, ease them into it a little bit. Just throwing that out there. And then the other thing I had, and this is for your kids' sake and potentially the other guests' sake.
Oh.
And that is any of those movies.
Oh, well.
Small kids are going to get bored. They're going to be making noises. They're going to be like, can we go? I don't want to, or start crying because they're tired or whatever. They're not really for kids.
That's tough for kids because, the kids are so used to go, go, go.
Right.
And constant entertainment with animatronics, colors, music.
They're going to expect a ride.
Yes.
And it's
Gotcha.
And it's not a Disney movie. It's
it's a little culture.
Travelogue.
It's a little culture.
Kids don't want culture.
No, they don't. They don't.
Who are you kidding? All right. So we're done. We take a walk over to the International Gateway.
But where are we going? Because I have one more for Epcot. We're not leaving Epcot yet, are we?
Okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Back it up.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
I was on my way out. I'm at the UK, man.
Oh well, we're gonna take a ride
Okay.
over to Soarin'.
Soarin'?
Soarin'. You're saying to yourself, Tim, Soarin's not scary.
Yeah, but I had a few other words in there for.
Well, I know, but we'll edit
What
those out. I'm gonna say, if your kid has or your child has a small fear of like heights,
Well, that's true.
you might want to request, the last tier of cars. Because I know in that first tier of cars, if the heights or like the sudden movement might frighten them a little bit,
Yeah.
you're going up, what would it be, like 3 stories
You're
really
going
quickly?
way up. Yeah.
Where if you're in the last one, it's more of a less swoopy motion. That way your kid can enjoy the ride, have a good time, and they're not freaking out about how they got up there, and they're not freaking out about how they're going to get back down there.
Right.
So, not the optimal place to watch Soarin', just a little,
Yeah.
no.
Well,
Know your kid if that's something that would freak them out a little bit.
That's a good call.
Oh, just
That's
a
good
thought.
call. I like it.
I know very first time I did Soarin', I was shocked at how quickly it shoots you up there.
Yeah. Yeah. If you are on that first one, man, you move up there pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it's
you're
cool.
Way up there.
But I could see if you had a thing of heights, that might not be the first choice.
I don't like heights. I'm a anti-heights.
Like most people, I don't mind the heights. It's the fear of falling that kind of bothers me.
That first step's a doozy.
That's right.
As they say.
All right, where are we going now? You taking me to the Gateway?
So we're on the International Gateway. We're getting on the boat.
But you're not even going to buy me ice cream on the way, are you?
We're not stopping at Beaches and Cream. That's not scary.
He's cheap. All right, I'm on the boat. Where are we going?
We're going over to the studios, and we're going to jump. My first one
Yes.
out of the studios, one of my favorite rides. I love this ride, but might be a little bit unnerving for small kids. Great movie ride.
Okay. Specifically what?
Specifically the Alien portion of it, the movie Alien with Sigourney Weaver. Those things are coming off the side. They're coming out of the ceiling.
They are.
It's a little scary.
Maybe they're going to turn them into like Avatar people. Just leave Sigourney Weaver in there and paint everything blue.
Wow.
What?
They're just going to take that animatronic and put it in Animal Kingdom. That's what they're doing.
All right.
And they're going to make that something else.
Okay.
Anyway, and the Wicked Witch of the West coming out in the Wizard of Oz portion of it.
Because she's so realistic looking.
Very realistic. And if your child is on that side, on the right-hand side of that car, near where she's at, it's going to be a little
And
scary.
she looks at you? Because depending on where you're at, she looks at you.
Yes, and your little dog, too.
That's why I keep her in my purse.
Okay.
I don't have a purse.
Okay,
Just so you know.
Paris. Okay, Paris, whatever.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a European man bag, I know, yeah. Satchel.
For me at the studios, very similar to my other thing, I'm going to go with The Voyage of the Little Mermaid.
Ooh.
Mainly, if you're in like the first few rows, Ursula comes out.
Well, yeah.
And you have the falling water.
Yeah.
And if your kid, one, loves The Little Mermaid, chances are they hate Ursula.
Yes.
And if she's coming at them,
Might be a little scary.
it could be a little scary. So there, I might recommend sitting a little further back. I think it's a better show from the back anyway.
Yeah.
You can enjoy the falling water effect a little bit more, the
That's a good call.
lasers and things. But and it's another dark ride. Music's kind of, although the music's really good, but
Yeah.
just something to be aware of.
That's a good call.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
there's a lot of lightning flashes and that.
Because with little kids,
yeah.
the
yeah.
first few rows might not be the best rows.
Yeah.
Give them a little distance from the stimuli.
Yeah.
I use the word stimuli in a sentence.
That was impressive.
Well,
I got to look that up. I'm going to go with kind of going off of your wishes. I'm going to go Phantasmic.
All right. Oh, yes.
Phantasmic is scary.
It's dark.
Very dark. They've got, all of the villains are in there, and they're very scary. The scariest parts of the villains are in that show, and it can be scary for kids.
Yes.
Small kids. Very loud, very very scary. You got the dragon that comes out. You got the snake that comes out chasing Mickey. Might be a little anxiety-ridden for some kids. So keep that in mind. Phantasmic.
The only other one I came up with the studio, and I'm not even sure, this one that runs seasonal, Sounds Dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, again, it's another dark ride.
Yeah.
Now, to get the full effect, I guess you have to put the headphones on.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, if there was a problem, you could take the headphones off, but then your kid's still sitting in the dark, not knowing quite what's going on.
Right.
So, again, if your kid's not fond of the dark, loud noises.
Sure.
Just another one to be aware of.
Yep, absolutely. I got two more.
Two?
And of course, again, the one, Tower of Terror.
Oh, yeah.
You got to be 40 inches to ride it anyway, so most of the small kids aren't riding that.
Yes.
But the beginning of it's kind of scary.
That was off my radar because I'm scared of that one.
You know, with the ghosts of the, and then the other one, and this one's going to shock you when I tell you this. One of the restaurants you might want to avoid is the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater.
Really?
I love the Sci-Fi.
I know you do.
But they do project some old sci-fi movies up on the screen. Not a lot of it's animated. A lot of it's just the fun stuff. But a few of them are a little bit dicey for small kids.
All right.
So if your kids are afraid of monsters and stuff like that, it might be a little bit scary. It might not be a great dining experience. Let me put it that way.
That's a good call. Something to be aware of.
So, yeah, Sci-Fi, I was kind of surprised when the first time we saw it, and I was like, ooh, and I'm looking at my kids, and they were okay with it, but, if they were a little bit younger, I think it might have bothered them.
All right.
So,
where are you taking me now next on our trip?
Now?
Yes.
I thought that, oh, no, there's one more, isn't there?
Yes.
We're going to get on the bus.
Oh, we should have drove.
And go over to the Animal Kingdom.
Yay!
Where it is...
Not a zoo.
Not a zoo. And Africa hot.
That's true.
So, of course, right out of the gate, and again, this one's a height requirement, is Expedition Everest. You got to be 44 inches.
Oh, how scary could it be? The Yeti's not even working.
It's still scary. My son didn't want to see the Yeti. He would close his eyes so he didn't have to see the Yeti. He loved to ride, did not want to see the Yeti.
If Disney can get everybody to do that, nobody would even notice. It's in disco mode. Close your eyes, it's really scary.
There's a sign that flashes up, close your eyes, scary ahead.
That's right.
And everybody just closes their eyes.
Oh, it was so dark in there.
Cost them hardly anything.
Exactly. It's cheap. Cheap.
Joe Rohde drawn on a piece of cardboard. Close your eyes. Just slap it up there. What do you got at Animal Kingdom?
Well, this one scared my son.
He saw the bill?
Well, he'll be getting used to that soon enough. The movie Tough to Be a Bug in the Tree of Life.
Yes.
That terrorized him.
Yes.
You know, you got the bugs on the seat, the things on the floor.
Yeah.
And that, what's that main cricket guy that's up there? He's kind of creepy to begin with.
Flick.
Was it Flick?
Oh, no, the grasshopper.
Yeah, the grasshopper.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You had the stink bug in there.
Yeah.
You got the air coming out of the seats in front of you. Terrified him.
Yes.
I would not recommend that for any child. Yes. Unless they're a...
Yeah, when that grasshopper, I believe his name is Hopper.
Okay, Hopper, yes.
Comes out, scares a lot of kids.
Yes.
It is such a good animatronic. It
looks
so
yes.
real. And the bees stinging you in the back, poking you in the back, and then the cockroaches running under you.
He's not been back, and he's 17. So this summer we might have to see if we can get him in there. And
I understand. A lot of kids come out of that show crying.
Yes,
they really do.
Yes,
they really do. The only other thing I had for Animal Kingdom was, and again another height requirement, 40 inches, is dinosaur.
Same here.
Scary.
Yes.
Scary ride, especially you got those dinosaurs really coming at you, and they're kind of ferocious looking. I know.
Scary, bumpy ride.
There are some podcasters, some hosts of shows out there.
What?
That are afraid to ride dinosaur. To this day.
To this day?
We're not going to name any names.
I hope not. I'd hate for someone not to feel like a man.
Well, I didn't say that.
But you implied it.
I didn't imply.
I'm finishing your sentences.
Let's just say, we're going to leave it at this. The hydrolators were not real. Okay, so that's all I got. What? That's all I got, Tim.
How can I follow that up?
Again, it's just, you got to determine what your kid is capable of handling and what your child's not capable of handling. And these are just some friendly warnings.
Our experiences.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't go in cold.
If we forgot something, let us know. What do you think is the terrorizing ride for an attraction for a child. Maybe it'd be the Beauty and the Beast show.
Right. Yeah.
Finding Nemo. That little fish with a gimpy fin can be kind of terrorizing.
Well, the sharks coming at you. There's sharks.
Fish are friends, not food. That's what I say.
Well, that's true.
I heard that somewhere.
That's a good motto to live by. We're having
so.
salmon later, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Are you buying?
No.
Oh.
Not after the ice cream thing, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, I better wrap this up or I'm just going to ramble on for the rest of the day. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter at ResortLoop.Tim. We have a little website over there, ResortLoop.com.
And I'm ResortLoop Bob on the Twitter, Facebook.com/ResortLoop. But don't forget to rate us on iTunes and listen to us on the wonderful
Stitcher.
We love the Stitcher.
The Stitcher is fantastic. Share the show.
Very good to us, as well as iTunes. Some fantastic ratings on iTunes. We really appreciate you guys doing that for us.
Love the reviews. Thank you very much.
So, that's all I got.
That's all you got. Well, let's be sure to share the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
All right, 98, 99.
99.
99. There's always room for 100.
99 Luftballons.
Nena.